Bonjour inrock, bonjour la locale. My name's Sean Lennon. This is
Charlotte Campbell.
and we're the ghost of a saber-toothed tiger.
Sean Lennon parle français.
Oui, je parle français un petit peu. Mais c'est pas étrange parce que j'étais en école en Suisse quand j'avais petit. Et j'adore la culture française aussi.
Une question à propos de Jean-Claude Vanier, que tu as rencontré aussi.
Ouais, il est un génie. We played with him.
Jean-Claude.
He was conducting Melody Nelson for the first time in America ever in his life.
Wow.
And we got to play, Beck was producing, and James Gadsden, who's the drummer from Bill Withers, was on drums, and we had a full orchestra at the Hollywood Bowl.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
I got to do Sarah, she got to do Jane. It was unbelievable. We
It
had
was
so much
such an
fun.
honor. We love Jean-Claude's solo
And
music also.
you have a meeting maybe with him?
Yeah, we had to rehearse with him
Paris
every
this time?
Oh,
no.
I
We rehearsed with him every
call
day.
him.
I want to have lunch with him.
And call M also.
Petite fille dans mon comic street, viens faire des bulles, viens faire
We did call him, but he's on vacation. But our favorite record by Jean-Claude Vanier is called L'Enfant Assassin des Mouches.
And he did also one music it's called Cannabis for the film.
Yes, I'm sure. I think in those
we can
days
have
that was
trick
okay.
about talking about hemp and what you think about that.
About what?
The hemp.
Oh, the hemp. Oh, well, you know what?
They don't smoke a lot of weed in Japan.
No, I'm not talking about
No, but
this.
he means
talking
for
about
fabric
the hemp
and, for
culture,
fuel, for everything.
planting
Yeah, it's very versatile.
It's a miracle plant. Ben Franklin believed in it. There's all the
Benjamin
founding fathers. Yeah, all the founding fathers were really into hemp, and they believed that it was like a super, a super material because it's a very magical and robust plant. It grows very easily. You can make clothes out of it
and
very
they
easily.
say
You can make fuel out of it.
Fukushima with this.
Yeah, they do say there's a lot of rumors, but honestly, this is not an area of my expertise. But I do know friends who know a lot about it in America, and apparently, America's on the verge of legalizing marijuana state by state.
But almost 50% are on.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it's really changing now, and hopefully, that'll be helping. But I don't. It's not an area of my expertise, to be honest. And I think it's just because the clothes they make out of them look too much
the
like
clothes, also
like
the
hippie clothes or
petrol,
something.
everything can be with this.
You can make everything with it.
Did you heard about this festival called Burning Man?
Of course.
It's very famous in America.
I've never been able to go because Charlotte and I, we only like to go places when we're actually working. And all of our best friends go every year. In fact, the first time I was invited, I was 17 years old. I've been invited every year. No, I didn't go, but
every year
I'm invited.
Oh, you should go. I mean, you should do something for your father, because I guess why is Burning Man?
It's an old pagan ceremony to burn an effigy of a man, and it refers to ancient Celtic kind of pagan ceremonies.
Oh yeah.
I think the whole thing is really beautiful, but we just never have time to do that. I mean, we barely have enough time to do it.
I think it's become a bit of a parody of itself. I mean, it started off as this beautiful idea of sort of anarchy, pagan, hippie, and now it's become very corporate. And now it's extremely corporate. All these companies buy sections.
We've never gone either,
No,
People, there still must be something really beautiful about it.
Yeah,
we
it's
support
just
it.
the sightseeing.
But I've heard that it's become, we miss the real highlight of it, like the best time we've missed, apparently.
You're playing together, and as your father was the first in the rock scene to do this.
Was he before Sonny and Cher? He was. Not before what's his name? Les Paul and that his wife.
But they were not so psychedelic as you and your
They
father.
were pretty psychedelic though.
Well, what's her name?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I forget her name. She's really good. I'm kidding, but for that era, he invented invented delay and recording. I love
Yeah, for sure. And after they were followed, for example, by David Allen and Gilly Smith from Gong.
Right.
And Steve Hillage and Michael Girodi. They did electronics and psychedelics.
Sure.
Both together couple.
Yeah, and then there's the Tom Tom Club. There's a lot.
For example, about some bands like Gong, do you think...
Gong.
Your music is close of David Allen's album when he was in Euterpe and was in Mallorca.
Right. Yeah, Gong was mostly instrumental music. I mean, we're very influenced by all the prog records, especially the more psychedelic ones, like King Crimson, yeah, exactly, Mahavishnu Orchestra. But Gong was almost like left of even King Crimson because they had no vocals and they were very jazz and weird. They're almost more like Sun Ra or something. You know what I mean?
Sun Ra, yeah.
But
and
we like all that stuff.
Something like this. If somebody asks you to be produced by Steve Hillage and doing some remixes, some electro remixes,
I'd be open to anything. I would never say no to anything immediately because I don't know. But the thing is, like, just because you like someone's music or just because there's an idea doesn't mean the chemistry's always there. It's very sensitive in the studio. I think.
Music is so personal.
We tend to work alone.
Yes, but also you can do some covers. I mean, something.
Yeah, we covered Sid Barrett's.
But you produce everything. You don't need to have another producer or made an experience with
it's not that we don't need it. I'm sure we could benefit from it, but it's always difficult to find the right relationship. That's all.
We've tried.
I tell you a trick. I give you a trick. This guy is called Todd Rundgren.
We know who that is. Dude, the Nas, come on.
Yes, he did.
We love the Nas.
And he did a good remix from Tame Impala also.
Yeah, and he's also a really good friend of Liv Tyler, who's a friend of ours.
And also he's playing with Ringo Starr.
I know who he is, trust me, man. I mean, his first solo record and all the Nas stuff is so sexy. I love it.
Hello, it's me. I've thought about us for a long, long time. Maybe I think too much, but something's wrong. There's something here that doesn't last too long. Maybe I shouldn't think of...
Okay, well, you know, people don't realize that he was in the Nas, first of all, which was like a really good garage band. Then his solo stuff was very well composed, almost like Gilbert O'Sullivan. Like the chord changes were very pop. I don't know, he's kind of a cross between Kevin Ayers from like Soft Machine and like someone more like sophisticated, like you know, like Gilbert O'Sullivan or even Bacharach. Some of his songwriting sounds like Brian Wilson was writing.
And are you ready for an experiences with him as producer?
Am I ready? I don't know, man. I can't answer that.
No, you can't.
Honestly, I'd be honored to hang with a dude like that. He's awesome.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm a big fan.
If your time
I think it's harder for the producers for us because it's not that we don't want a producer, but every time they try to produce us, we're very difficult people. So I think
we're very difficult to produce.
It's like trying to produce a wild animal or something.
Animals that escape the zoo, coming down Fifth Avenue. Now there's nothing left to do. Stop running away, stop running away. Do you believe what you read in the tea leaves? Messages from Jesus in the grease upon the grilled cheese.
And also you're working on your own studio.
Exactly. And she's actually very good at Pro Tools, but we have so many ideas and we're such control freaks together that having a third controller, I think, is the problem. It gets difficult. Because we're already sort of like wrestling
but we
for our ideas.
No.
Actually, I've used Logic on my laptop.
We didn't use Logic. We record the tape verse to an Ampex 8-track.
Yeah, you have the
And then we dump the tape into Pro Tools and I edit.
Oh yeah.
We have the Ampex 440.
Maybe you should.
But I've used Nuendo, I've used Logic, I've used all the different systems.
Sure.
We just like Pro Tools because it's standard, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a standard.
And that way it's easier to send files back and forth. And,
Yeah.
I mean, actually the sound processors on Nuendo are better. That's the truth. Which is the Cubase version of Pro Tools. But
Yes.
I mean, you know, there's whatever. I mean,
But Logic is up
we try to record straight to tape if we can. But yeah, we like tape.
If you want to record, for example, in Spain or in India, you should bring all your Ampex there, or are you able
I mean,
to
it's hard
play?
enough to bring like a bag to India. How are we gonna bring our Ampex tape machine?
We don't
No,
travel
you know
with the
that's
Ampex.
why. Yeah.
I'm sure they have really good analog studios in India because like
Yeah,
there
they
must
have.
be some old gear there, right?
Yeah, sure.
We've never been to India, but it's
I've
like.
been to India.
Oh, I'm sorry, I haven't.
You haven't?
Yeah, I haven't. I forgot you did work there. But for me, India is like Burning Man. I've always wanted to go, but it's like I need work. I need like a reason to go. You know what I mean? I'm not just gonna go there to just hang
I
out.
mean, I will give you a reason. You have 6 months full sun with no clouds, 6 months in Goa.
I've heard Go is a crazy party.
Yeah, but it's not like a relaxing vacation to go to India. It's intense because the people are so poor. Everywhere you go, there's like one-legged babies like crawling naked through the streets. It's really
It's
All
intense.
depends where you are.
It's
Yeah,
so
Goa is
intense.
supposed to be the party central.
When you go to India, you just like you meditate about your life and the meaning of life. It's a very heavy place.
For sure, they are clever.
It's not like a Central Pay or something,
No,
you know. It's
for
like
sure.
But I've heard the biggest raves in the world are in Goa.
Goa's a party city.
Ain't gonna go. Ain't gonna go now. I ain't gonna go. Ain't gonna go now.
I do have a lot of cool friends who've gone, I gotta admit.
I plan to make something in England. I mean, Bay Road or on the road of your father. In
Charlotte and I, one of the reasons we get along is because we don't really see the future very well. We don't like have specific plans for the future. We sort of like have, you know, we can plan maybe a month in advance, but we're not very good at doing like a year in advance
We
planning.
never even know what day of the week it is.
Yeah, we're kind of lost
very
in our own
calendar challenged.
atemporal.
Here and now. I mean,
On est complètement atemporal,
Yeah.
atemporal.
We love England. We would live
I
there.
would
but
I would record there, but you know it's
I
so
prefer
expensive.
New York. I love New York. I'm a
Yeah.
New York baby.
I mean, I just
Are
mean
you from
it's like,
US? And you're born in Japan.
no, I was actually born in New York, but I went to school in Japan when I was like, you know, 2 to 4
And you
years
have
old.
both nationalities.
I do.
But
He
you
has both
care about your
passports.
Japanese.
But actually, I feel like I'm more French than Japanese in a way because I speak better French than Japanese, which is sad, but it's true.
Yes, and I see the France is very important for you. Maybe
It is.
also because this composer. But do you think you can stay somewhere and doing something with French musician except them?
Pop, pop, whip.
Viens petite fille, dans mon comic strip, viens faire des bulles, faire
Whip,
des,
clip, clop,
des,
bang,
des,
block,
des.
zip, shebang. Pow, pop, whip.
The recording with M was amazing, and you know, I think one of the reasons I was always obsessed
He's
with
a
France
great
is because
guy,
of the
yeah.
composers.
And
Like
his father
Satie and
too.
Debussy were always my favorite piano composers. So, you know, Satie and Debussy. They were always my favorites, so and those always influenced me so much. Like, you
The
know,
French
Yeah,
musicality is
sensitive, sensibility,
Yes,
and
very melodic.
emotionals.
The romantic period.
We can see it on your
Yeah.
music too. Are you both writing the lyrics or?
yes.
Yeah, it's a mix also.
We split everything, but actually when I met her, she was like such a great lyricist. I learned a lot from her in terms of just poetry and how to spend more time developing words.
And who's the best musician in you? I mean, who's learned classical music?
That's not fair. I think we both have our talents.
Yeah, for sure.
Both of us are self-taught.
We're self-taught.
Because you're really professional into music. I mean,
But he can play
do a lot
every-
of songs,
he can play every
very
instrument.
harmonies,
So can she.
and many chords. Then
I
you
think
have a
we're very
background.
much about equalization. We're trying this experiment of like not having a leader, of having two leaders.
But
you know?
we have a lot of
Yeah.
friends who went to music school, like Juilliard, and they're very jealous of us and our freedom because we didn't go to music school. And they listen to the things we write and they say, "You're breaking all these rules. Like, how can you do that? Wow, like, how did you do that?" And we
That's
say,
not
"Well,
good also.
we don't know. We're just like, you know, kind of like self-taught idiots. So we have a lot more freedom than people that went to music school. They're really stuck in rules."
I would say she's better than on piano than me, and I would say I'm better
yeah,
on
you're
guitar
keyboard
probably
player.
right now. But give her 6 months and she'll probably be better on guitar.
And you think
I'm learning drums.
you're learning drum, but your favorite instrument, for instance, is keyboard.
No, she plays everything, man. She plays everything.
plays everything.
I play
On the
more
record,
guitar. I've
she
played more
plays
guitar
bass,
lately.
guitar, piano on the album. She's even playing drums now too.
That's the way.
He's
And
such
also
a good drummer.
Something a cappella, maybe? Can you do something a cappella with just your voices and mixing your voice, multiply your voice as Todd did also?
We're too uptight. We don't
To do acapella
we don't
music?
improvise like that.
We've done an acapella
We're too
song.
shy. I'm just saying he means right now. We're too
Right now?
shy. Like we don't do
What-
impromptu
what
stuff.
song should we sing?
We're not like jazz singers.
You have to
know
tell
what I mean?
us a song.
Yeah, oh, but
No, I
you did
can't.
jazz. You did. I heard some jazz of yours.
I'm not good at impromptu things. I'm too shy, actually. The truth is.
Oh,
We can sing some Beach Boys.
If you gave me a warning, I
If
would
you
have
sing
practiced something.
four-part harmony with us.
No, I can't. I'm too shy.
oh, man.
I don't do impromptu.
I guess you do something really nice with your voice following together.
Bonjour inrock. Bonjour la locale. My name's Sean Lennon. This is
Charlotte Campbell.
and we're the ghost of a saber-toothed tiger.